The epilogue says that Adrian was canceled for cultural insensitivity.
All right.
Because they called the Minotaur a cow.
No.
They were using gender-neutral terms.
The epilogue says that Minotaur Lives Matter protested the homes of all 4 remaining agents, and they still tried to.
They did the one joke. They got the one joke in there, so that's good. And then they're doing the other jokes, so they got both of the conservative jokes. I got both of them in there. Nice. Cool. I myself could not imagine anything more magical than the idea of Tim Pool. I don't know if he's going to be the Dungeon Master, but he's certainly going to participate. And then Moonlord. Oh, Moonlord has to be the Dungeon Master. I hope he's the Dungeon Master. Let's see. Either way, it's the first time I've ever witnessed Tim Pool playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I'm just going to throw this out there. No one knew about this. I'm the one who found this content. I went deep into the webs. All right, I found y'all. The premium. This is premium beanie. All right, unfiltered. For all of y'all. Hope you enjoy.
This man entered a secret room with a note saying, "Take this treasure to betray the king." This guy is a slave, presumably captured, chained, and you shot him in the face, and I yelled, "Stop!" And you tried fleeing instead, so I released the arrow from my bow, and then you shot me. And so now I'm running out.
You're mad at one person.
He stole gold and lied to the rest of the group.
It's exactly as I thought it would be. It's exactly as I thought it would be. Oh, amazing. Oh yeah, no, definitely chaotic evil. No question about it. And this is going to be grand. It's going to be fantastic. Think of all the opportunities for them to interject their strange conservative politics. I'm sorry. Their strange liberal, centrist, classical, ANCAP politics into Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my. Chilling with my homies, just a regular day on the compound, getting nuts. Bah, whoa, bro. Just another day on the compound, playing that sound, you know, it's me, the B to the E to the A to the N to the I to the E with the E. That's right. Damn, son. Oh. I mean, it's like the last one we saw when we saw the compound. You want to make fun of it, but I mean, it's just, it's just a bunch of friends having fun, getting nuts. It's just the life we live, Just, we're built differently. Yeah, Chad, it doesn't matter that his friends are his employees. Why'd you gotta try and take away from a beautiful moment? That shouldn't matter. What, are not all your friends also employees? Don't all of you hire your friends to work and live on your compound? Is that just not a thing that everyone does? Isn't that what communism is? Isn't that what you're all fighting for? Stop treading on this thing.
I have no idea. Is he still asleep?
I think he was looking for a place to sleep, last I checked.
Oh, all right. I was gonna be wait. Is that Tim Pool? No way. But no. Alas. I hope this was because, like, you just got nuts last night, you know? You just polished off a bunch of booze, and that's why you're sleeping outside. Not because your boss doesn't give you a bed yet. Or do you have to earn the bed?
Well, now we just need to find something to do with our lives. It's hard because, like, they want me to be awake.
Cyber
at night and day.
gulag.
There's people here who like to be awake in the day, and there's people that are vampires.
Facebook is a cyber
I mean, you know,
gulag.
Besides the blood drinking, calm down, America. But in general, we have a lot of people that are one or the other. And my job is to, like, I'm from a planet with 36-hour cycles. So for a while, narcoleptic people.
How many moons do you have?
About 19. And only 3 of them are inhabited, right? And there's a forest moon, but it experienced like a kind of like an Ewok Holocaust thing. Yeah, like when they destroyed the Death Star and it rained down upon the forest moon, it was pretty bad for everybody. You know, I think no one really thought about that. The rebels just thought, hey, we'll destroy the Death Star, but they didn't really think about the environmental impact on the forest moon.
No, you should have got approval first.
Horrible. But, okay, so nighttime people think that I'm a nighttime person for half of the month until the moon starts to wax, and then all of a sudden, morning people are like, oh, you're a morning person for a few days. And, you know, and then, but because of the difference on your planet, eventually I'll end up being it. That's
We're gonna go to a gaming shop and pick up some dice.
Yes!
And some maps for D&D.
Moon Lord! Moon Lord, so good to see you!
It's gonna be good.
Look at that drip! By the way, it's their levels that are just all over the place, okay? I'm not trying to bring it down, bring it back up, bring it down. I'm not trying to mess with you. It's whoever the audio editor is. But anyways, let's have some more Moon Lord in our lives, alright? Oh, yeah.
You guys ever heard about He-Man? This is Cringer. See, because, like, this is Adam. So this is Adam, and he was... I'm Adam. Prince of Eternia and defender of Castle Grayskull. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power! And, see, Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat, and only 4 others share the secret, including Man of Arms, the Sorceress. Well, we don't really want to talk about the other one because of what happened in the show recently, am I right, fam?
So we've watched a few of these. So far, the pattern is kind of going in the same direction. It starts out, we show how, like, wild they all are. They all have fun. They take jumps. They do ollies, all that cool stuff, you know. And then they'll show a little bit of their, like, banter back and forth, how they interact. And then they go shopping. And then Tim expenses all his employees a bunch of toys. Normal friendship behavior. And then they go play with the toys. And I'm assuming in this one it's going to be Dungeons and Dragons.
But the best character in the entire Star Wars universe and all canon and out of canon will always be Darth Jar Jar Binks, the leader of the mastermind behind the entire sexology, right? Well, who else would control, you know, I mean, obviously, like, the very beginning of the movie is him being exiled from the village and he's tricked himself back into the village. Brilliant evil mastermind. Either that or he's a social justice warrior who's only trying to do right, which is just arguably scarier.
Everything goes smoothly tonight.
Well, I hope kind of it doesn't because we want to come back as soon as possible. But otherwise, we'll see you soon.
Want reparations and Ricky Rogers?
So do you want to do it?
No, you do.
You take that up with Moonlord, alright? He's probably got some wild ideas. He could probably get that by mining on the moon. That's kind of his origin story, if you didn't know. By the way, I'm very disappointed, chat. We've been watching this for 5 minutes and 29 seconds. I have not seen more than 30 seconds of Tim Pool playing D&D. So I'm going to speed it up, alright? I don't have all the time in the world to watch all the preamble, you know? Do it slowly. Do it doucement. Come on, man. Oh, I don't want to watch whatever they're about to do to the chicken. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's get right to the magic. Man, this could go so many different directions, right? It could be terrible out of the gates. They could be like, Moonlord, what's your character's name? And he's like, the N-word. And then everyone's like, fuck. All right.
When the king dies, whoever is wearing the crown becomes the next king. A beholder
by the name of Zadzat, hearing the king was deathly ill, stole the crown and retreated to his lair to await the inevitable coronation. A few months have passed, and the king has recovered from his terrible illness. Wishing his son to succeed him, the king has hired you, a band of extremely underwhelming liches. Not because of your stellar reputation as adventurers, but because of your ability to infinitely regenerate and your promise to, and I quote, paint the walls of the beholder's lair with your corpses if need be. Your duty is to bring back the crown by whatever means necessary. He will be also sending his trusted servant, Steve, to escort you to the beast's lair and guard your phylacteries whilst you act on behalf of the rightful king. Oh, you're finally awake.
Nice animated. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's just like that little extra. I appreciate it. All right. And I assume this is Tim Pool.
We've just crossed the border and I can see the beast's lair just beyond those hills. Are you ready to do your sworn duty to the king?
Yeah.
Well, it's good to meet you. I'm Steve, and I'll be keeping good care of your phylacteries while you're entering this perilous dungeon.
You better be. Before we go in, I should introduce myself. My name is Manlin, a warrior by trade.
My name is Thurnir, and I am...
Wait, was that Moonlord? But that was his whole intro? That's as wild as it gets?
While you're entering this perilous dungeon.
You better be. Before we go in, I should introduce myself. My name is Manlin, a warrior by trade.
Okay, is it Manly? Manlove? A lawyer by trade? Oh, I was expecting more, Moonlord. Not even an astronaut. Not even a prince of the moon.
My name is Thurnir, and I am not a spy.
That's I feel bad.
Thanks for telling us.
That's calming.
Oh, I'm doing that story next. Awesome.
$16. I've defeated the enemy and saved us all.
Should we go home?
Now, where is that crown? Certainly it must be lying amongst the rubble.
Okay. I don't play a ton of D&D, and I didn't play a ton of D&D as a kid. I'm not going to be a poser, all right? I'm not going to pretend that they're not doing things right or wrong, because to be fair, I'm not the person to have the ability to critique that aspect of it. I do consume an outrageous amount of media, and I have watched so many movies and TV shows portray the game of D&D, and some of those are my favorite moments in those movies and TV shows. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about right now. Community obviously nails it right out of the gates. The difference here and there is that all they're doing is time lapses and jumping ahead. We have no idea what's happening in the story. And then we're just going to cut, I'm assuming, to the middle and then the end. There's not going to be any drama, no arcs. Well, okay, all right. Give them time. A lot of time.
Your knowledge about minotaurs is that though they appear to be half man, half beasts, they are actually the dark descendants of humanoids transformed by the rituals of cults that reject the oppression of authority by returning to nature.
Shoot an arrow in the face.
Okay. Okay, roll it.
So Tim Pool. I put on Kevlar. Yeah, plus 10 Kevlar, please. Yeah. No, don't roll for that. No, don't roll. I just get it. I want it, so give it to me. Okay. I shoot an arrow, poison arrow. Yeah, no, it strikes, direct hit. No, don't roll put the fucking dice down. I don't care. I bought the dice. I paid for the fucking dice. Put the dice down. Plus 10. Thanks.
Did you get me?
Yes, he begins charging at you.
All right, well, he gets an arrow to the fucking face.
Roll initiative.
Hold on.
I guess we all should roll, right?
He's running.
He is mid-stride, yes.
All right, I draw my bow and say freeze.
Continues charging like a monster.
All right, now I'm shooting it, right?
Everyone needs to roll initiative.
Oops.
All right, you pull out your arcane firearm and you aim towards the charging Minotaur, and you click it back and fire a bolt of flames. The Minotaur, shaking off the fiery blast that just went into his face, charges straight for Thurnir, and he is stopped just short of you.
He's stuck on the chain.
All right, my turn.
He gets yanked backwards on a chain.
I turn my poison arrow to Thurnir and say, "Drop the weapon!"
What?
I demand.
These are the highlights from what I can only assume is like a 4 to 5 hour sesh. And twice when called upon, Tim Pools just said, "I draw my arrow." It's been his move both times. I draw my arrow. He did put a little bit more in the second one. There was more drama. I felt the gravitas of the second one, but yeah, here we are.
And drops his weapon.
Okay, I don't.
I fire at Thurnir.
Are you shielded?
Whoa, wait. That's not how combat works.
That's totally up to play. I was right. He didn't do what I say. I shoot him too. It's like, no, you can't do that, Tim. It's like, no, I shoot you too. You can't shoot me. Come on. I'm like, I'm the one in control. No, I shoot all of you. Everyone dies. I win. I get all the gold. Where are the ladies? I get the ladies too.
You can demand.
I demand he drops his weapon.
Yeah,
And then hold an action. If he doesn't drop a weapon,
he said
then
he
you
didn't.
shoot him.
And then he said he doesn't drop it, and I said, then I shoot him.
Well, he doesn't get to choose to drop
Still
his weapon
doing
right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
that was your turn.
I point the poison arrow at him and demand that he drops his weapon.
Tim, you keep attacking every single person.
The Yeti is chained up in his own home.
Right.
Thurnir
He is Chevy Chase from that Community episode. Oh my god. Who, if you don't watch the show, is like the super rich spoiled brat who doesn't know how to play well with others.
without asking any questions during investigation, fired a gun
Pierce.
at him. We're here to serve a no-knock
He was
warrant.
charging at my friend.
He's on
He
a
is
chain.
Pierce.
He's the only one who speaks Dwarvish.
He's on a chain.
God, that's his brother. That's his brother. They're on good terms again. That's wild. They're in the middle of a lawsuit against each other. No way. Yes, that's him. Oh man, he had his own channel. Channel. He had his own channel. He has a fiasco. There's a whole thing there. There's a lot of lore. That's wild. That's the first time I've seen them together again. I mean, I guess that's happy. Maybe they settled out of court. I don't know.
Right.
Thurnir, without
that
asking
Manos?
any questions during investigation, fired a gun at him. We're here to serve a no-knock warrant.
He was charging at my
not
friend.
Whoa, D&D brought them back together just like Community. Wow, that's been prophetic. That was a whole episode. Brought a father and a son together, you know? Now it's bringing a brother and a brother together. Didn't work out so well for Pierce. But you know, anything could happen.
He's on a chain.
He's the
Did he block me? I don't know what happened. Okay, so if you want to know the behind the scene things, when he announced, when his brother announced that he was going to sue Tim Pool, I added his brother right away, and he followed me back. And I guess for a little while, we had a DM going where I was like, if you're interested, you can come on my show, because he was doing interviews, but he was doing interviews with very like right wing outlets, like, you know, kind of kill stream style stuff. Anyways, he was like, yeah, just like let me talk to some other people, and then like we totally lost communication because I'm sure he Googled me once and was like, no, those guys are far leftists. And then he started commenting in random tweets I would make. They'd always just be like super trolly or super weird, or just like, you have to be kidding, right? You can't be serious about this. Until eventually he just cut all ties with me. So I don't know. I'll double check. I don't think I'm blocked. He probably just unfollowed me.
only one who speaks Dwarvish.
He's on a chain. He couldn't even attack you. You ran him without asking any questions and shot him first. I'm stopping you.
He makes a good argument. Maybe we shouldn't kill him.
You shot a minority.
I said restrain him, and then we discovered he was on a chain, and you shot him in the face.
Does the chain look sturdy?
The Minotaur poses zero threat to us, and you shot him in the face.
But he looks vicious.
So what?
And what did he break
He
his chain?
looks vicious? The dungeon master just said he looks vicious. Wow.
Several million.
Wait, is that his organic laugh? I don't think I've ever heard it before.
Looks vicious. Wow.
No, it can't be real. He's got the billionaire laugh, but he's only a millionaire. But he's already got his billionaire laugh down. Oh, he's ready to go to space. Okay, let's slow this down for science.
Dungeon master just said he looks vicious. Wow.
Tim Pool plays exactly as you'd think. Just everyone's like, no, I stab him. I use my bow and arrow. he rejects you. I use my bow and arrow on him then. I shoot him. He has no defense. I don't want to roll. Just take that. It's like, you can't do that. You have to make an offer to him. If you make an offer, it's like, I shoot you. I shoot my arrow at you. I shoot you with my arrow, okay? I'm the dungeon master. What are you doing? I'm the dungeon master. I'm like, I do not exist. I create the world. Think of me as God. I kill God. I'm Nietzsche. I kill God. You all saw it. I did that. It's a thing that happened. It's lore now.
It was a minion of the evil.
Who was on a chain, no less, which we noticed.
I think Chris has made.
They already defended the guy who stole the gold that I said was stealing evidence to betray the king, and they attacked the resident of the house.
No gods, no dungeon masters.
Guys, let's throw.
Would you like
let's
to?
throw Adam.
I don't know. I don't know a lot about bikes.
Can we just throw? Just throw Adrian.
I'm going to seek aid from the authorities.
That will break our allotted time limit.
I'm going to the press.
Limit.
If the four of us throw Adrian on the trapdoor, we'll learn more.
We can do this in the longer story arc.
True.
And that's totally.
Can we stop him from escaping?
Let me just point something out. A no-knock warrant. Storming and hitting the door down.
Warrants aren't even a thing in this.
And then the local resident attacks back, and one scared officer starts firing
Here we
wildly.
go.
This guy is a slave, presumably captured, chained, and you shot him in the face, and I yelled stop, and you tried fleeing instead, so I released the arrow from my bow, and then you shot me. And so now I'm running out.
It's his only move, by the way. Every time he's called upon, it's like, Tim, what do you do? I take out my bow and I fire my arrow. It's make-believe, right? You could do virtually anything. Like, it's whatever your heart desires. You could take off a sock. I mean, I know that's not really that creative, but you could do anything. I fire my bow. I dip my bow and then I fire it.
He stole gold and lied to the rest of the group. If a group of police officers went to a drug den and took a bunch of cash and stuffed it in his pockets and said, I'm not doing anything wrong, don't worry about it, and the other guy turned and shot a resident, I'd be like, I'm getting the f*** out of here. This is a rogue squadron violating the rights of mystical beasts.
So the epilogue
without
says,
due process.
The epilogue says that Adrian was canceled for cultural insensitivity.
All right.
Because they called the Minotaur a cow.
No.
They were using gender-neutral terms.
The epilogue says that Minotaur Lives Matter protested the homes of all 4 remaining agents, and they still tried to.
They did the one joke. They got the one joke in there, so that's good. And then they're doing the other jokes, so they got both of the conservative jokes. They got both of them in there. Nice, cool.
To cancel Ardred, even though he reported it.
Alexa in the Minotaur's cave must mean to say I'm a friend.
And what happened was all agents were charged with crimes, including attempted murder, attempted manslaughter, reckless endangerment, and Adrian was only charged with reckless endangerment.
So I'll have to remind everybody, this is not Tim's main channel, all right? This is a side project called Cast Castle, and he started it because basically he was tired of all his content being strictly political. He wanted to make some new kind of content that would be more geared towards, being friendly on the algorithm, might appeal to people who are apolitical, and just really give everyone a taste of what it's like to live with Tim Pool, just to be one of his friends, see how they party and hang out with each other, all that kind of shit. So that was the idea. Even then, in playing D&D, he couldn't escape it. And there was so little time left. There's only like a minute left in the clip, but still he has to throw all those politics in there.
Excuse me.
Because he tried to.
All I did was enter the room.
Minotaur Lives Matters.
They don't.
You didn't report it.
Hilarious.
And as we are standing at the gallows,
reparations for Minotaur Lives,
and they have everyone lined up, I look to the crowd and say, at least I died with honor. And then the rest of them go, yeah, we're evil, yeah! And then they pull the lever and then everyone dies.
I am evil.
I think I used
Well, good game, guys. Good game.
I want to use a spell.
So again, plays it exactly how he likes it, right? He's still just straight up like, yeah, and you do what I want. Yeah, I pull the lever. Right. And then I fire my arrow. I mean, this could be your life, everybody. You work hard, you record a couple videos every day, and then you just ride around the compound in circles all day. All day, every day, over and over. Do you want movies and Serfs watching the movies? So then come over to the new channels. It's the Serfs the cinema. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, you know, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks why do older generations believe the things they believe, one of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our gods, Tigro and Payton El Jus, we pray to you, our sky daddies, to keep us safe from harm. To our monarchs, Tom Spiker and the Tim Caucus, we shall humbly clean your golden toilets in your spatial palaces. To our lords, Ultra Wolf, Ebed Nudi, Trevor R., Alexander Thaler, Ryan Lubin, and Jeff Lamb, we are eternally grateful for this small segment of land for us to toil and work. To our knights, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Ants Are Still Running the World, Coulter Smith, Val 9000, Jenna Tall, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropofojak, Saren 42, Chronic to Hemphog, Catherine, Bone Jenny, Radical Maniac, Ramona Costa, Jimmy Bignuts, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Jopi, Josh Mickelson, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our glasses, we raise our swords, and we salute you, our friends. And to Lance, you are the wind beneath my wings.